drip this, tell 'em run it up. No sleep, no rest, might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch, tell 'em run it up. I wake up, flex, thumb down, now check. No drip this, tell 'em run it up. No sleep, no rest, might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch, tell 'em run it up. 9 out of 10 roll through my hands, I'm by my lonely. Turned to a savage, now my baby wants to hold me. I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies. Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me. I'm number one up on that court, I'm Nick McGrady. The first one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy. Put in my hours, send the invoice and they pay me. I need 6 rings like MJ and Tom Brady. I wake up, flex, thumb down, now check. No drip this, tell 'em run it up. No sleep, no rest, might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch, tell 'em run it up. I wake up, flex, thumb down, now check. No drip this, tell 'em run it up. No sleep, no rest, might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch, tell 'em run it up. Y'all gon' make me take that trip way out to Europe. I call up Nigeria, come through in a hurry. Those London boys don't come to play, you should get worried. One false move, find yourself there getting buried. Dance with the devil, used to love playing those games. Made some bad decisions that brought my mama pain. I made a promise to her, swore that I would change. I'm on the come up, bet I live up to my name. I wake up, flex, thumb down, now check. No drip this, tell 'em run it up. No sleep, no rest, might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch, tell 'em run it up. I wake up, flex, thumb down, now check. No drip this, tell 'em run it up. No sleep, no rest, might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch, tell 'em run it up.
Here for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, and play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Here for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, and play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in.
I'm on my job, I get it done, but you should know that. Shine like a sun of 101, you should know that. I get the front and in the back, you should know that. No need to stun, it's never cap, you should know that. All I know, 10 toes, never fold, bang roll, on the go. Ice wall, ice wall, ice wall.
Here for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, and play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Here for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, and play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in.
I miss my baby, so I hit them on the FaceTime. I need it all for them, so no, I cannot waste time. Facing these oceans, feel the water on my waistline. We trust the process and my only know it takes time. You can get it, got no worries, I'm gon' make mine. Going global, I'ma get it out the state lines. Paying taxes at a more than what you make now. Different bracket, eating off a different plate
Here for
now.
my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, and play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Here for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, and play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in.
Good morning all. Hope everyone is well. Hope everyone is good. Let me see how all systems go. You guys know the drill. Hope all is well. We look good here. We look good. And yeah, let's get it. Let's do the analysis, do the everything, and get into it here. So start off here on Forex Factory as usual. Today is going to be Wednesday. Look pretty clean here for London. A little bit of CPI all day. For Euro, doesn't really affect us, to be honest. Some sort of Richmond manufacturing index, not till 6 p.m. Maybe a little bit, but not really something too big here. Otherwise, pretty clean here. Pretty clean day. Nothing really we need to worry about during London. I do believe overnight we had one of Bank of Japan's finance minister speaking. See if we can refresh this and see. I did see some headlines. Want to see if it's come on here. Let's have a look. Yeah, look. He was speaking here, right? Bank of Japan. So he's speaking overnight here. Yeah, you can see how much. So he was basically saying, okay, cannot guarantee meeting price goal, certain C price, warns against early interest rate increase. Okay, keeping real negative interest rate is important. Vital to adjust, easing in line with economic and price conditions. Reduction in bond buying at some point, right? So bond buying is basically their interventions. So they expect it at some point, not now, but they're saying they do expect reduction at some point. They do expect inflation to gradually increase, which should have brought a bit of yen strength, which we saw. Accelerate from summer to fall. Inflation to pick up due to weaker yen. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Fast interest rate, increasing Japan's economy. Yeah, so pretty general stuff here, kind of just trying to give some clarity, which is nice to see some sort of clarity though. It's always a good thing. If we go ahead here and look at the charts, we can start off here on GJ and see what we got going on from pound yen. Very, very slow day yesterday. We're progressing, but extremely choppy and slow. I don't like buying breakouts. I think breakouts at the moment now are extremely unprofitable. Not unprofitable because you can just put stops below structure, but they're just too slow. Like you end up buying a high, you end up getting in at a high. So I think buying after pullbacks is going to be the way here. If we start off on the daily time frame, we're still closing daily bullish. And still chugging along here. That's basically what we're doing, chugging along. Closed above this daily rejection wick. We do have a close above, not just a wick above. 4 hours, same thing as yesterday London. We have the same type of closure. Bearish candle closure. This was yesterday's London session. This is today. So can we see similar price action? For sure. Do some measuring. It's not big ranges. I mean, from this 4 hour high, we have pushed 18 pips in 8 hours, right? 18 pips in 8 hours is not the best price action here in terms of movement. If we were to compare 4 hour candles to a little bit ago, we can see that the ranges are a little bit bigger here. 61 pips from this 4 hour candle to here is 35, and then this consolidation here is 35. So we can see that candles were definitely a bit bigger. This 4 hour candle here was 32 in one 4 hour candle. These small candles here were even 34, right? So we can see for these candles not being the best push here. So something we need to keep in consideration here. Now obviously I do still have a bullish bias on GJ. I do expect it to continue chugging along, but it's just not going to happen fast, right? So if you're taking positions, you just have to give it time, give it maybe 8 to 12 hours for your position to play out. Stop loss below candles is not going to work. You need to put stop loss below structure. Personally, I would like to see a deep pullback so that we can get some form of range to trade. That's exactly what I want, is some sort of range to trade, right? I want to be playing with a nice little range so that I can leave that to retest the target, not playing with these tiny ranges here. So today the option on GJ, I feel, is probably going to be a close above this resistance here. But in saying that, we need to go mark the 4 hour resistance. Yeah, 4 hour resistance is up here. Put it like that. Let's put that 4 hour. And yeah, in saying that, the range is tiny here. So I don't expect this to be a quick move. If it is, then that's going to be out of the ordinary. Again, that's only 9 pips with a perfect close above. Let's say you get a bit of a close with a wick. You're looking at around a 7 pip range only. So they're very small ranges. Now, you can't just put stop loss below the candle and have a 5 pip stop loss. probably it will, if we start pushing from here, stop loss is going to go below that structure. So automatically you're already looking at a 17 pip stop loss, which is going to keep you safe if price is going to continue going up, right? So you'll need to run that type of stop loss, which will keep you safe. But again, it's going to take time. So taking trades on GJ, don't expect a quick move. Expect it to take 8 to 12 hours to get your 17 pips here. And if volume does come in, then I guess, look, you get a shorter waiting time, right? But in terms of analysis here, everything is looking good. And the deeper this pushes, the more you're going to have your stop loss below that structure. Now, if we could get some fat pullbacks probably down to here, that would be great to look for buys back up from 200. I would love to see that. That would be something very nice, as it would give us nice range to trade. And daily would come back and give us a nice little retest. That's something that would be nice. So GJ is pretty straightforward here. At the same time, you know, we just had a quick look here at Forex, Financial Juice. We can see them saying talks that they're not done. They're not done with bond buying, which is basically intervention, but they expect reduction at some point. But we have to keep that in mind. If I look at USDJPY, we're starting to creep up on some levels here that are a little bit concerning, right? You can see USDJPY, some strength coming into there. And as we come up to some levels now, I would be surprised, but it is possible to see a massive intervention where we have one fat big candle again. But what wouldn't surprise me is like a small tiny thing just to bring price back to parity, you know? Just, you know, a small type of pullback here, something like this would be healthy for price, especially if we bring it back down to like the 155. Even just here, the 156 500s is good, which in turn would bring GJ down probably to retest where the 4-hour support somewhere here, and then we can look for buys from that 4-hour support. Now for sells today, I'm just not sold on selling GJ at the moment. As you can see, sells have just been really bad here. Basically nothing has happened with the sells. Every time you try to sell it, it just keeps going up. So we need more information for sells. The good thing is that if GJ starts selling long term, you have nothing to worry about because you have a shit ton of room to sell GJ. So don't worry anything about that. We don't have to call tops here. We need to take good quality trades. So that's what I'm going to be looking for on GJ here. Now for gold here, gold, if we go ahead and look at the daily time frame, yesterday I had a beautiful push up here. This is a very clean move here. Whether you got the 1-hour close, which was also very clean, or you got, you know, in on the 15-minute once we got back above that zone, both ways gave you a very beautiful push, filled this LTA towards the upside during New York, right? We were looking at that during London, saying that if price, remember we said not to sell into that 4-hour support. We were actually speaking to the guys, I was speaking to the guys in the group, telling them, you know, it's not worth taking it into this 4-hour support. They wanted to take thunderstorms here. I said it's not worth it. 5-minute flip, FOMOing in. I said not worth it, not worth it, not worth it. And this is why, because that 4-hour support is key. It was the low, we could see the bounce, and then that's your entry after that to continue towards the upside. So basically now what we're looking at is we're in a bit of a consolidation. So we need a resolution. So for me, the resolution today, if we go start off on the daily time frame, we can see we close strong bullish on the daily time frame here. Once we start breaking the daily high here, I do feel we have continuation. Moving to the 4-hour time frame, we're stuck at a 4-hour. So if New York closes above here, or this 4-hour closes above, I expect New York to continue. Now in the meantime here, we're kind of consolidating between two places here. We're consolidating between this support down here and, you know, this resistance up here. Now if I move this just down to here to match the 4-hour, that will be a bit more accurate. If we can start leaving this in London, you know, we can look for buys. Now looking at the 1-hour time frame, you know, we do technically here have a bullish session, but I'm gonna consider this session mixed. Reason being is that, you know, this candle is not really giving me full confidence for buys here, right? It's not giving me full confidence. And remember, you know, the 65s is really where I'm looking at a retest zone. If this is going to be a leg, remember we had resolution. This could just be one big daily pullback to continue more downside, right? We could see this daily create resistance and we continue towards the downside, right? So we have to keep that in mind. So that's why there is an opportunity for sells today. Now, I'm not going to be early to sell. I would say early sells are going to come below this support here. If I bring back drawings, that's right next to the 4-hour. There you go, yeah. So selling at the 4-hour, asking for a slap, 7 pips here. I think better sells are going to be below the 4 hour and below this 15 minute. Let me see that on a 30. Oof, on a 30 it's a little bit choppy there. Don't know what I think about that. On the 1 hour it's clean. On the 30 it's a little bit lower, to be honest. On the 30 it's down here. But that looks clean, to be honest, below that. Let's see how that looks on the 15. Yeah, I guess below that is where your sells are gonna come. And then we should have at least 20 pips to there. Yeah, 25 pip range here. And yeah, you know, this is pretty good. This is pretty good. This is what I'm looking at. And I think that's where, I mean, if we can, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna sell in this range here. Nor do I think I'm gonna buy in this range. Too choppy. I want to see it leave. Either I want to see it either leave the top of the range here, or we get down below these supports here. You know, approaching the end of the month here, couple of days till the end of the month, about 2 days left for this month here, we can notice, you know, price starting to, you know, slowly start to, you know, try to make resolution of the monthly candle, so we can have range and then expansion, range and then expansion, which is kind of what we're looking at here. So we'll see what ends up happening here. I'm just looking where else we could take trades within this range. I don't really see too much opportunity within this range. I do think we need to get above the 4 hour resistance. Trading into the 4 hour resistance, we did tap it already. So actually, yeah, we did tap it already. So we have tapped it. Current 4 hours, my yellow line. You guys should be able to see my yellow line. I think we could trade. If we do get an opportunity to trade to this 4 hour resistance, I do think we can use it as watch. It's 11 pips to that because we've tapped it already. So it's not like it's something we've not revisited. So I think we could use it as watch, because if price is getting back up here after trying 1, 2, 3, 4 times, but this is the time it closes above and breaks out, why is that the time it's going to fail? And if it does fail, then you're wrong for today. You were trading probability and statistics anyways. So I think that's going to be the plan, especially we get 1 hour close above. Look at 1 hour, very, very clean. At least to test into 65s or into the 68. Yeah, that's what I'll be looking at. Small little 30-minute watch zone here at the wick. Again, we tapped it again, so that's been tapped. Same as the 15. Yeah, that's why 65, anywhere around that zone would be decent. So that's the plan here for today. Pretty straightforward. And that's the analysis. So I hope you guys enjoyed the analysis, enjoyed the plan. If you did, 400 of us in here. Appreciate everyone showing up. If we can get the likes to 200, I would appreciate that. You guys know the drill. The YouTube business. Hate to say it, but part of the game. So I appreciate that, guys. And yeah. Harry, do a newer physique update on your Instagram. No, thank you. Can you please do the analysis on gold? One second, guys. Morning, I missed the analysis. Can you do it again? Damn. Appreciate you being here on the chart today. It's my job, brother. I'm coming here to trade myself. Just chuck on a live stream, you know? Chuck on a live stream for everyone else to see as well. Best day to you, my man. Thank you, thank you. Any comments on GU analysis, you versus Maya? I don't know. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Buys above here. Yeah, we discussed why breakout's not the best anymore. Alright, GU plan is what? Why is your screenshot so small? Mine's working on like a 1-inch monitor. Sell after pullbacks. Okay. May bounce up from here. Momentum sell, aggressive BE. I don't know. Let's have a look. What's Maya's plan? Can Maya send his plan again? Let's have a look at GU. Let's have a look at GU. So daily close bearish here after tapping resistance. 4-hour closing bearish. Just have to watch. This is a major 4-hour support. Yeah, any pullbacks will be great for sells. Just watch the 4-hour support is the major issue here I have. This one here. This is not a nice zone. Yeah, I would like the idea of the pullback to continue down would be ideal. Selling below here is like your risky shot, like you said. Let's see what Maya's plan is. Let's see. Come on, open. There we go. Aggressive sell below, yeah, fine. B watch zone, yeah, basically, yeah. I agree with both. Both make sense. Too many rejections on left side, yeah, but you have no choice, right? You have no choice. You're looking to fill this wick and to continue down. That's why it's an aggressive option, right? He didn't say normal, aggressive sell below, which I agree with. It is aggressive, but that's your option today. If we're going to continue bearish momentum, then it's going to break through those zones and it's not going to be a problem. You're going to fill that wick and look to continue towards the support. 4-hour is your only issue here, right? 3 pips to there, and then you're looking to get down to there. The whole idea would be to fill the range. Bro, where yesterday was missing you? I was right here yesterday on stream. The difference is I won't sell to that 4-hour support, but only below it. I think if you get enough room, then it's worth it, right? But if it closes somewhere where my mouse is, it's not worth it. But if you're closing somewhere here, maybe could be okay to get down to it. Selling below it is tough because you've already tested it now, right? You've already tested it. You have no choice then. Then you just don't trade till you get further pullbacks. That's your only opportunity. Because that's what you're dealing with. Then you can't force a trade, right? Because now you're forcing a trade. You're either forcing a trade right here with no clean LTA. It's pretty messy. Even 1 hour is messy. You know, you can't go higher time frame. You're selling into mess. Okay, so you're forcing a trade below here. 4-hour doesn't matter when all of this supersedes that. And you know, that's why the only clean zone is literally here, man. That's why. Been following you, Harry, for quite a while. I never understood why do you choose to stream pre-London. NY has more volume and direction. Not really. It's pretty much equal, to be honest. It's pretty much equal. And I don't stream pre-London, I stream London session. But remember, most positions actually do come pre-London. So if you go and look at my stream record, you can go and see. Second of all, this is what time I've always traded. Not a lot of people trade London because they're from USA. You know what time it is in USA? They're probably sleeping because they trade New York, or they're working during the day. So that is why. Second of all, I like to, you know, trade in the morning. London session is a good session, but people just don't know how to trade it, and that's the truth. Remember, New York session has a lot of news. The last thing why I love to trade London session is because I have New York as a backup session. So if I don't get anything in London, I can always look at New York. But if I trade in New York, then that's it. What's the best pairs to trade in New York session? I personally trade gold during New York session, but you can trade anything. Because based off my experience, I've been manipulated so many times on London session. Exactly. You don't know how to trade London session. That's my point, right? London session is actually a lot simpler. You're more likely to get messed up in New York because of all of the news. Bro, when you see small text on screenshot, it means the guy has a huge monitor, not a tiny one. I probably have a bigger monitor on my washing machine than your monitor. Alright, thanks, man. I'm glad you spend good money on a washing machine. Need it. I tried both. Yeah, trade both is fine as well, right? That's exactly. Why GJ though? I've been trading GJ for 4 years, guys. You have to understand. GJ has been one of my main pairs. I traded GJ since it was at 135. Now I'm not trading GJ as much because of the levels we're at. It's very hard to trade. So focus is a lot on gold. GBP pairs generally been slow. You know, and there's not much to trade after that. That's why I'm looking at gold here. And gold has been doing enough for me that I don't have to worry about adding another pair. If gold wasn't doing anything, then yeah, I have to consider adding another pair. But for me, gold has been doing enough for me, especially with having London and having NY. It's definitely been doing enough. And I do occasionally still take GJ trades when I see an opportunity. But it's not like before where we used to get GJ trades almost every single day because we were pushing nicely. He has very clean clothes. Yeah, I guess he does. Have you ever held a gold swing position? Fortunately, gold is such a good pair that when I attempted to hold a swing position, it finished in a day and I made 190 pips. Watch how you respond to the guy who's spamming, not the rest of us. Oh man. You don't trade GJ no more? I literally took a trade on GJ yesterday, but GJ is not giving good opportunities these days because of the prices we're at. So I don't trade it as much. If you notice, look at our stream journal. There's been more focus on gold because there's been, look at this. Look how much gold is here, right? One GBP JPY position and then the rest gold. Where before it used to be heavy GBP JPY. Look at this, right? Because of the prices, it's just dynamic change, but we still kill it on gold. It's been quite a good shift and we're doing pretty well, right? And this is what people don't notice, right? People who don't notice, they're like, damn, he made that much of a switch in London and like nothing ever happened, because they're just here following blindly whatever I do they say, and they don't actually understand what I'm doing as a trader, which is quite complicated. Best indicator for session identification, please. It's called CLOCK. Check that indicator. Very good indicator. You can get one for free. Yeah, it's called CLOCK. That's the best indicator for sessions. Best. I swear I never see you taking any trades. What am I missing? Not sure, man. You need to show up. Maybe you don't show up at times, but you can go back, watch the trades, man. Look, because I post the links here. Let's go see this gold sells we took, right? Look, you can just literally click the YouTube link and you'll see it will take you to, look, live. This is my live stream here. go, what time did we take the trade? Go check the time. This was taken at 9:50. So go and check the time on the stream, right? This is how you can watch back the trades. For all the idiots who say I don't take trades, you can go and see 9:50. Let's go to 9:50 and see if we take a trade here. 9:44, 9:46. Oh, there we go. We're in a trade. So 9:47 actually is the entry. Let's see the exact entry when we got triggered. There we go. Blue line. That's where I enter at the flip here of this blue line. And yeah, that's it. Boom. We got triggered there. And there we go. In a trade. You see? Very, very simple. And then you can watch back the whole trade, see how we manage it and everything. So that's how you can do. And you can do that for all the trades we take. The dates are there. Everything is there. Morning, Harry. Did you invest your trading early profits back into your trading account or other stuff like real estate? Apologies, a bit personal question. It's not a personal question. My trading profits, I basically, I left some in there. I let the account grow a little bit. Then I just took it as I need it, you know. That's how I take profits, man. I take profits as I need them at the moment. That's what I do. You know. You have to remember, for the first year, I was losing money, right? The first year I wasn't making any money, I was losing money. So I wasn't withdrawing anything. I actually then reduced my account size because I was losing money on a bigger account. My first account was 25k. I reduced down to a 6k account because I wasn't making any money on 25k, and I said, okay, it's too much, I need to learn the skill. And then I deposited more again, and that's when I started making money, right? And then grew from then, you know. Started with about $200 risk, $250 risk, then, you know, around, only went up to like 350, 500, etc. And that's it. So it's like I take it when I need it, basically. Also, I don't like to keep too much money in a broker because I don't trust, you know, anything can happen. Can I learn your strategy for free? How much have you paid to be on this YouTube stream? Tell me. How much have you paid to be on this YouTube stream? 0. Now, to learn, it's up to you. You might need feedback. If you're someone who wants feedback or to take a step further, maybe you have to pay. But that's why I also have a YouTube channel that costs nothing as well. Right? YouTube channel costs you nothing as well. You can go watch all the videos on the YouTube channel. And that's it. How much percentage drawdown will you have to go, Harry, to reduce risk? It's not about drawdown, it's about losing streak. That's how it works. Because if I keep taking losses back to back, then I know something's going wrong. I'm going to reduce risk before I end up going into heavy drawdown. It's not like, oh shit, I'm down 5%. Once you're down 5%, you're at the area of no return. Like, you have to keep same risk, otherwise you're never going to get back in profit. But let's say I was up 2%, and now suddenly I'm down 0.5%, from 2% to 0.5% in a week. I'm like, okay, this is not a good week. I'm going to reduce risk. I'm only down 0.5%. Reducing risk will stop me from going down 2-3%, and it will also allow me to build my confidence back, as well as if I'm still losing because of whatever psychology reason or whatever is going on that you need to identify, then you're only going to lose 0.5%, so you're not going to go into heavy drawdown till you fix the issue. That's how that works. Sorry, maybe I didn't phrase. Do you have any videos that explain your whole strategy? Yeah, my free course. You can check out my free course. Hi, good morning. Just moved to Dubai a while ago. Okay, nice. Welcome to Dubai. I worked a 9 to 5. I have 100k funded, but in 7% drawdown. Do you have any advice? You need to find out. You always, the first thing whenever anyone tells me that they're in drawdown, I need to know why. If you don't know why you're in drawdown, then that means that you're not going to pass the account no matter what, because you can't identify what's going wrong in your trading. So the advice that I give is identify what's going on in your trading, right? What's the reason you're down? Is it psychological? Is it technical? Is it strategy based? Once you identify that, then you look to improve on that. Now, it's very personal. That's why with people in my group, when they ever go through these hard times, I know about them and I can, understand their own situation, right? So for you in your situation, you need to identify yourself. Now, if you're not exposed to a community like that, then you have to do some work by yourself and really identify. Make sure you have a journal so you can help you identify. Is that a psychological issue? Is it a strategy issue or a technical issue? So either technical, you were looking at things wrong. Strategy, your strategy is not working, right? Something's going on. You need to look at that. Or psychological, are you being emotional, revenge trading, blah, 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 right? Or is it as simple as something like risk management? Like, are you suddenly risking 2% a trade? Because 3 bad trades, you're already at 7% drawdown, and 3 bad trades is not that bad, it's like, it can happen. So that's how it works. What's better, DX trades MT4 or MT5? I use MT5, DX trades never used it. Harry, what do you trust more, Tradingview or your broker when it comes to analysis, like no bottom wick, top wick, but a broker? Always I use broker. Anything you're looking for right now on the chart? Yeah, potential sells below 53 here. We're just about tapping into the 4-hour support. We just passed the 4-hour support, which is good. Now I'm looking to get below 53 here for potential sells. We have reverse setup. We have setup 3 here on 4-hour, breaking the lows. So if we can get something closing below this area here, should be good. I would love to see next candle close bullish, then close below, just so we can get a more aggressive stop loss instead of running 43 pip stop loss for 20 pip TP1. We do have big range 68 to retrace the whole yesterday's move, but we'll have to watch it. Where do you live in Dubai, bro? What area? I'm alright, bro. Thank you. Same, bro. I was 8% drawdown in my funded account. Then I worked on my strategy, risk management, and psychology, and now I'm at break even. Congrats, man. That's great. GJ dumping. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, that's a bit of a dump here. Not sure. That's exactly what we wanted, though. Not sure what's going on here, but yeah, this was coming anytime soon. This is what I feared to happen yesterday, which is why I decided to close my trade early, because one of these candles come, then it screws you. Now this could reverse this whole move, right? Is it news? We'll see in the next couple of minutes if anything came out. We'll see in the next couple of minutes. I think maybe this 954. No, that's too early. He's still speaking, this guy. It's appropriate to adjust interest rates at a slow pace if underlying inflation moves towards 2%. Now we'll have to see. This could just be simple profit taking. This happens. That's Bank of Japan intervention? No, not big enough. This is just the pullbacks I was talking about. This is a good example to show Claudio here. You see, Claudio, what I'm talking about? He doesn't care. He's doing a washing machine. So that's the problem, right? Because that just eats you up. Even it's not an intervention, but this just eats you up. Selling gold, isn't that considered counter trend? I'm considered today mixed session because of how weak the 4-hour candle closed, right? And we keep rejecting these highs here on gold, so it is slightly counter trend, but I'm seeing this as potential resistance formed here. And if we can stay below the 4-hour support, then I'm looking for potential sells to retest lower. If not, then I'm happy to look for buys, but buys are not going to come till above my yellow line. GJ News, we'll have a look. Nothing yet. It's just profit taking, it seems. You see, it's just these flash crashes. I talked about this literally this morning. Look, you can go and see my conversation. I literally talked about this morning. Look at this. Flash dumps is the issue. Will take you out perfectly. 8:36 a.m. Let's see what happened. Flash dumps will take you out perfectly. You see, and it goes back. Like, let's say you had stop loss below these lows. That takes you out, and now you're back. You know, you're back. You're already up. 80% of the move is already retraced here. 21 pips like that. You know, that's my point here. That's my point. These flash dumps are a problem. Okay, so I want people to understand. Very, very important. And that's why I wrote this morning when I was discussing to someone about why holding a trade could be slightly riskier. Now, if you account for this and say, hey, if this happens, I'm okay, right? I don't mind, my risk is accounted, then fine. If not, then this is what I'm saying. So this is what I mean. People have to understand GJ. I've been watching this pair for many years. I know how this pair operates, and a lot of people will take this for granted. I hate to toot my own horn, but it's kind of like, you know, I'm trying to really expose to you how this pair works. A lot of you are gonna blame me and say I don't take trades and I'm scared to hold my trade. I'm not scared. I know long term I can avoid situations like this. Now, if I held a trade here, look at me, I would have been stopped out, and that's it. Now it would have been back at my entry, which is even shittier, right? Or close. Now, I'm not talking about, you know, I'm not talking about interventions. This is a flash dump, exactly what I was mentioning here. So understand why that happens, right? And how we can prepare for it. And there's a reason why I mentioned it, right? Don't say it for no reason. Flash dumps, right? There's a reason behind my madness and how I manage positions. And this is how you quickly lose in the markets unless you get good luck with timing. Because we don't know when this is going to come, right? Any one of these pullbacks could have done it, right? This pullback here could have done that, right? This pullback here could have done that. Any one of these pullbacks could have just given you the extra flash dump, right? Because this sat at support the same as this. This one could have done it. The one before could have done it. You know, more likely the later we were, it could have done it. But definitely this one, I would say this is the biggest threat. This one here, late in the session. This is around 10:30. 10:30 here, that's the late in the session, that's the biggest threat for that type of dump. Knowing when to get out of a trade is really something so less people know. To be honest, that's one of the biggest reason I follow your content. Yeah, it's an important thing. It's an important thing. They happen during a pullback. They can happen anytime. Yeah, but it's more likely that we see a you know, price. I mean, they could happen, but it doesn't matter if you're all the way up 50 pips, right? Because you'll just come back to break even. It matters if you're down, right? Like, look, if we look at progression from yesterday to today, this is basically London session here. What have we done from yesterday London session to today? Nothing. We are at the same spot from yesterday London session to today, right? Well, basically a little bit higher, same spot. So there's been no progression. So you can't, this is going to be a problem if you're in buys from yesterday London. This is going to be a problem. But let's say you are up here, you don't really care. Even if it happens on a pump, it sucks because you're going to lose out on profits, but it's not going to put you in a difficult position because you'll come back to entry or something. And then it just makes GJ really shitty to trade. All right, 15-minute here is closed on gold here. It would be good to see this 30-minute candle close below the support. I would like something closing below here. 30-minute has no top wick here. 1 hour also has no top wick, so I need a 30-minute close here. This is the 1 hour close, no top wick. I'm gonna double check my my broker here and then see what we have. See if we have that top wick on gold. or not. I have a nipple, to be honest. I have a nipple. Yeah, I have a nipple. It's a very small top wick, but there is some form of top wick here, which gives me a little bit of confidence. Now we just need some sort of entry confirmation. Entry confirmation will be, what we got going on in 5, no 5-minute structure just yet. Some sort of 15-minute close below, I would say. I was talking about if this candle closed below the 15-minute support to take a trade. Yeah, that could work for sure. Especially if we get 5-minute structure, that could work. I'll be looking at that to see if we can get a close below here. Let's see. Hopefully we just don't shoot through. That will be annoying. If I'm going to take an aggressive entry here, I need some sort of 5-minute structure, right? Because we've pushed no 5-minute structure. It's been a straight push here. When you get straight pushes, you get these deep pullbacks. I don't want to repeat this, right? I don't want to take a sell here and then repeat this just for this to do that. I want to get involved here. Or I want 5-minute structure first and then I get involved on 5. Very, very simple. I was 30 pips in profit in USDJPY and got caught out on that move. BE, but no regrets trusting the process. Yes. BE is good, man. That's a good decision. That saved you. You know? SL? Well, it depends. We don't know, right? We don't have a setup yet. So we don't know where we will put our SL until we know the setup. Because if this 15-minute closes bullish, next one closes bearish, we'll just put it above the 15. If 5-minute, we don't know how deep a 5-minute pullback could be. So we have to see, you know? Right now, your stop loss would be above here, right? But there's no entry, so we don't know. Give me a sec, guys. I'll go to it and come back. That's how it have to be. You know, to look for buys here. On your chart, 1 hour support? Yeah, that's the 15. That's the 4 hour. It's the same. We can put that as P4, previous 4 hour. it's a tough spot, to be honest, because you could be looking for both and you have to just pick a side. One is going to be wrong and one is going to be right. One hour no top wick, yeah, that's a little bit worrying, which is why further I would like to see some sort of structure here. Pullbacks and structure would be great. Let's just take none and watch. If I don't take any trades, you guys are gonna complain. So what do? I don't care about what you guys want to do. I do what I want to do, because that's why I'm here. And that's my answer to everything. When anyone complains what I do, I'm like, listen, I'm not doing it for you, I'm doing it for me. And that's the difference, right? A lot of streamers, I think, stream for their audience to try and impress them. I ain't trying to impress nobody. I'm trying to trade my own consistent method and yield the best results I can for myself, because that's my job here. And I think after a year plus of streaming live day to day, I think I've proven enough. Right? I think I've proven enough. I think the stats show themselves, especially that I do not include any off-stream trades here. Right? I don't show any off-stream trades. Everything has the link. You can watch it replay live back on YouTube. I don't see there being any issues. Right? Even in the free group here, I do post the trades here as well, for people saying, oh, but we want to see it on MetaTrader. Well, here's your MetaTrader screenshots, just so you can see it as well. Could this GG pullback have given opportunity to buy back up with nice close? I don't see how you can get in from that wick. It's very hard to time the wick. I wouldn't be able to time the wick. It hasn't tapped anything. I don't know what you could time it based off. You know, maybe if you just bought at the 4-hour support, but you're kind of risking it for the biscuit there. We don't know how much this is going to push further. You know. Session is bullish on GJ, you mean? Or on gold? Technically it is bullish. I'm considering it a bit mixed because of how weak that 4-hour candle closed. You know, it closed weak testing the 4-hour resistance. We just tested the 4-hour resistance again and failed. So I'm considering it slightly mixed. But yeah, we're technically more bullish than bearish, I do agree. This is more kind of counter trend here. A little bit more counter trend than with trend would be sales below here. A lot of audience in the chat will hate me for this, but you should charge for these live streams. These are actually worth it. No BS, just real knowledge. No, I appreciate that. I'm glad that you like the streams. Hi, I have a trader psychology question. Do you always take the trade once you see your setup without hesitation, or just leave it up to probability at that point? Yes, exactly. Without hesitation, that's how it is. Gold giving mixed reaction. Yeah, it looks like it's pushing through my zone here. This is 5-minute candle closure here. I'm not comfortable to take it on a 5-minute candle close. Even this has no top wick anyways, because there's no structure. Again, guys, there's no structure. I'm not forcing a trade. If you would like to force a trade today, that is completely up to you. You can try sell this towards the downside. That's just something I'm not going to do, especially end of month. I'm not looking forward to that. Yeah. Maybe a thunderstorm here could be something, but here's your 5-minute top wick. $15-minute wick fill potential as well. We'll have to see in 4 minutes here. If it closes back inside the range, then there you go, you know. There'll be no need to charge for streaming sessions if we all do the YouTube business and support the channel. No, I'm happy to show up here, guys. There's a lot more positive people than there are negative, and that's all that matters. I can ignore the negative people, that is definitely fine. And yeah, that's all I ask is, you know, guys, support, help get this information out. I'm pretty sure it can help more people and more people can benefit from it. I'm not here trying to sell you off on some lifestyle or some sort of unrealistic results. I'm just literally here showing up daily, showing you how to be disciplined, consistent, have tenacity, run through hard times, run through good times. Like, I show you guys everything, and I don't think a lot of people do that. Like, you know, I'm always transparent in what I do, and you know, if I'm having a bad time in the markets, you guys will see that. If I'm having a good time, you guys will see that. So that's how it is, man, you know, and that's how a journey of a trader is, and I think you all deserve to see that. So yeah, that's all I ask in return. All I ask in return is to leave a like on the stream, you know, leave a subscribe if you want to show up to more streams, and that's it. It's very easy to do so, right? How many likes we have here? 163 and 639 watching. You see, people still don't want to support. 1 minute structure? Yeah, we don't want to make excuses for structure. We don't want to make excuses for structure. 1 minute is too low time frame. Hey Bogdan, hope you're well. Alright, what we got here? 5 minute candle looking like it wants to close bullish here. Would love to see a 5 minute retrace, would be great. Any available spots on the Tradesharpe program? The group is closed. My program I haven't opened for like 6 months. I just been busy with other stuff. So I don't do any one-on-ones for now. And that's how it is. But when the group opens, I'll let you guys know. But for now it's closed. There was 2 people on the wait list. They both got accepted now. And then that's it. Whenever it opens, it will open again. And that's it. For now, you can watch free webinar or whatever, but yeah, I'll keep you guys updated on that. Most likely the wick fill will be enough, yeah, but look, we're rejecting the support here, right? We came down, popped a little bit below, and now rejecting. So we're not closing below here, right? So we probably need maybe the next candle to close below. This is why we wait for closures, so now we don't have confusion. Because if I took a sell, I'd be hoping now in 39 seconds that this can close below my support. Or I'd be out break even probably. This is a 30-minute candle as well. Yeah, see, 30-minute respecting its support. 15-minute is well respected. Closed doji here. So this is good, creating structure, and that's how it is. Bias is bullish. As I said for the 100th time, I'm considered it mixed because we rejected 4-hour support and 4-hour candle is closed very weak. Because if we're going to take buys, we probably need to get back above the 4-hour. So if on a mixed bias here, then I'm looking probably for buys back above the 4-hour. Do you also reject people to join the group? Yes, I do reject people to join the group. For full transparency, I can actually show you guys that I'm not lying about that. But some people I do reject who do, look, I'll show you. Let me show you. But I need to hide their emails because that's not fair on them, of course. So let me see if I can do this. Here you go. You can see that people denied, right? Denied. There you go, right? So I do reject people on waitlist, yes. Why would he just limits? No, I reject them based on a basis that space in the group and stuff like that. Just on space, right? They're more than welcome to join and stuff like that. I also reject, they also can be rejected as well if some people join the waitlist and they just put random details in to try just get in the group for free. So whenever they get accepted, it just gets rejected, right? That's another way. It depends. But everyone is welcome to join the group. But again, if you're gonna be an idiot and join the group, then I don't want you there. That's only happened once. I've only had one time where someone joined the group and they're not meant to be there, and I've literally kindly told them, I gave them a chance to improve, but they literally, very rare, it's only one person who was just not like, you know, I don't think in the right space to be part of this group. They literally just wanted me to DM them signals at you know. So I just literally said, listen, stay in for a week, see if you want to learn. I don't mind refunding you if it's not for you. And then they joined for a week and they said, no, I'm looking for pure signals. I want you to tell me exactly where to enter and where to exit by price. Which, I mean, I basically do that already, but they wanted super spoon feeding and were DMing me. So I just said, okay, I'll leave that. I will leave that then. That's just sad. Yeah, I mean, like, I give my positions the same way I give them on stream. You guys see that. I show you what I'm doing, but I'm not gonna DM you and say, listen, enter right now, put stop loss. I don't have time for that. How to join the group? Group is closed. We'll open next month. You have to wait for next month, but you can see my website. Just keep an eye on the website or join the streams and I'll let you know. I'll let you know when it opens. And as I said, as always, guys, I'm not limiting the amount of people in the group because I don't want more people in the group. It's because I want to know who comes in the group and who doesn't. That's the only reason. You can ask people in the group. I pretty much, if you're active in the group, you're speaking, I know what level you're at and I know all of that stuff. What's the benefits of joining? Can someone from the group in YouTube chat type in bullet points, benefits of joining, without joking, please? Without joking. I hate repeating myself. $55, that's fine compared to some YouTubers, $700. Yeah, man. And that's for the whole month and it's cancel anytime. You're not locked into anything and you get a shit ton of value, man. You know, you're getting daily Zoom calls. You get to speak to me directly, all of this stuff. Do we need to consider previous 4-hour resistance? That small one, maybe we can watch it. You know, the small one here. I think we reacted off that, to be honest. But now that we've tapped it, we don't have to worry too much about it. Lobster every day. Thank you, Bones. Thank you. I appreciate you, bro. That's his analysis. Do you accept ICT traders? You know, I'm not gonna say no, but I think you will benefit in the group more from just being a community and maybe from psychology talks and about just general trading thoughts. But we don't trade ICT. Like, I don't trade ICT, but you know, if you're profitable on that, then you're welcome to join to try, you know, be part of a community and learn maybe more of the psychological side, you know. That's how that will work. What's your risk to reward ratio? Depends on the trade, but I mostly aim for 1-to-1s. That's personally how I trade. Look at this retracement here. How's my guys GU doing? Oh, here's your pullback. You know, if this is going to be a rejection zone, buys would also make sense above here, huh, guys? Above this resistance, buys also make sense. Gold breaking 5-minute structure. Yeah, I'm noticing that, but we need a close. I would like a close on the 5 at least for early entry. We're very close to the 15-minute support now. I think if you entered on the 5 break of this low, a little bit riskier, right? How much pips would you have got? 4 pips here, not the best. Gold making it really tough for us to trade at the moment. Come on, Shazib. Always making fun of me. And I don't see you lift, bro. I don't see you lift. But ICT, I've been learning it for the almost 3 years. It's too much for me. It's complicated. I like your style, but question is how to get rid of ICT. It puts me off when I see order block or fair value gap. I started with smart money concepts and just realized that our trades, let's say there's a fair value gap. Remember, also order blocks can be invalidated, right? Remember, fair value gaps have a probability to fail. And remember, you might be looking for price to come back to that order block, right? To take sells, but we could just take the buy, right? So that's our move. It doesn't really matter. You just kind of have to ignore it completely, you know? And even if there is a trade, the only time you'll notice is if the trade loses, you'll be like, ah, there's an order block. Like this, right? This is considered a small order block here, right? So if we took a sell, which we didn't at the break of this low, and this now started losing, you'll be like, damn, I sold into an order block, right? But we know this is not a good position anyway, so it's just about, you know, looking at the, you know, the correct positions. What should put you off is that after 3 years of trading ICT, you're not at where you want to be. Push the restart on the brain, yeah. Sir, I see in Telegram VIP channel, if you want to enter, you have to pay $100. I don't understand. They have nice money income, then why do they want to get signals and get money? Yeah, me too. I don't like signals. A lot of signals are fake. Like they hide behind a screen. You never get to talk about them, talk to them. You never get to do anything. And most of the time it's very hard to enter. Right? It's very, very hard to enter. Can you stop spamming the chat, please? You're going to be banned for that. If not already, probably you will be banned very, very soon. And you're banned. A little bit of volume here on GJ, right? When once we had that liquidity grab. Just we don't have any clean range to trade here, even on 1 hour. Love to see this come back down and give us more range. Would be great. Look at gold rejection here. This is why waiting for closures are so important, right? I keep telling you guys, there will be times where we miss moves for sure, but look at this. If you didn't wait for the 5-minute close, again you're screwed. And with signals, people tend to call it after the event, i.e. I took TP at the top of the wick rejection before the fake out, while everyone else is already in massive loss stuck in the fake out rejection. Yes, that is very true. You see that happen a lot. Or like they'll have TP 1, 2, 3. Original stop loss is 50 pips. TP1 is maybe 15 pips. TP2, TP3, TP4, TP5, right? if TP1 reaches and then it comes to SL, they'll say they took profit at TP1. You know, if TP5 happens, it goes on Instagram, right? Like there's no clarity, and that's the main point, is there needs to be clarity, right? And that's the main thing here. That's why I always prefer discussing a position, right? We can discuss, know what we're doing, where we're wrong, where we're right, what options you have at the time. I don't want to make decisions for people, but I'll give people the options of what decisions they can make. You know, I'll talk about my decisions and why, but there was always a reason why. Like there's no harm in having multiple TPs. I like the idea of multiple TPs, but as long as you're being clear of when you're taking TP, right? That's it. I make it trader from Discord. Is the waitlist closed? I wanted to take it next level, but I feel I got a hold of your concepts. But I can't join. Is it closed or is it bug? Yes, it's closed. It's closed. Waitlist is closed. You'll be able to join next month though. You'll be able to join next month. I know a trader who closes a trade at 1 to 2 making 10 pips and then uploads entire swing of 170 as his signal on IG. Yeah, I also see a lot of people who will take a position. They will personally close at 20 pips, but in their, let's say their journal, they'll put how much the position reached, you know, and call it that position was actually like 100 pips. And then they have a pip counter that says they're making 1,000 pips, 2,000 pips this month. That's why on my journal, I put exactly how much I make. Like some trades you'll see here, I close wrong. Look, over manage, close sum at entry was a 21 pip move. So I totaled, in terms of pip here, 7 pips. Right? If we look at the trade was a 21 pip trade here. Right? It was not a small trade. But from my management, from my own management, I only netted 7 pips. So I put that in the journal so we know what we're doing. You can see the rejection from here. What is GJ trying to do here, man? What are you trying to do and where are you trying to go? Are you trying to now bait people into buys and you're going to retrace a little bit before continuing buys later? I think that's the play you're trying here. Problem is you can't buy into these resistances. Are you a full-time trader? Sorry to ask a relevant question. It's not irrelevant, yes, but consider this. What do you consider being full-time? Like for me to trade full-time, I have other time during my day. You know what I mean? And I don't only trade, right? But trading is one of my primary sources of income. I'm looking buy close above a 606. I think we need above 618. 618, 618. Yeah, if we had structure MK, I quite like that. It's just the range is so shit, bro. The range is like 7-8 pips here. So small. I wonder if we can get the buys back above the 4-hour resistance here. Gold set up 2 and 30 minute potential. Yeah, it's a potential here. We could get that gold set up 2 and 30 minutes. Could you have gone long on that GJ after that 50-minute doji, long lower candle breaker above it? Let's have a look. This one here, technically yeah, but again your stop loss would have to be probably below the wick because that's where you're wrong. Like even if it rebroke its own low here, it would just end up being like a setup 3. So you'd have to go with the 30 pip stop loss, which is not really the best with the range we're playing with. It's so small. Like you need it to get outside of the range. But I guess you'd hold that. Otherwise I don't know where you'd keep stops, right? It's pretty hard to find a good stop loss placement as there's no structure. Doji low, but yeah, then imagine the candle actually flipped and broke that low. Now it looks like a setup 3, right? That's the point. Especially with such a small bottom wick. If that candle went up, flipped, and then broke the low, it looks like more likely it's going to continue down. Especially with 30, that was the 30-minute open as well. 30-minute could have made a deep bottom wick, stopped you out, and then you could have been in trouble there, you know? Was on gold sales, but I managed position lose 100 instead of 350. That's good. Well done for managing your position. I commend that. Yeah, I was waiting for closes. This is why waiting for closes for me is very important here for gold sales, because I don't get caught in all of these wicks. Personally, I think buys could make sense now that we have this rejection above the 4-hour resistance. Especially if we get a setup 2 on 30-minute, I might try that. If not, then the same selling plan continues. Same selling plan continues. Why do you only trade GJ? I trade GJ and gold. And it's about understanding the dynamics of a pair. Every single pair moves slightly differently, and you want to study that. But it's all the same, but you just want to study, you know, the thing. And also, you don't want to have to worry about looking at 6-7 pairs in a session. It's too much. Harry, can you take a trade before I fall asleep? I'd like to see you take a trade, at least one trade. We'll see if the market gives us a setup here in the next 10 minutes. Hopefully it can. Harry, is setups only for exclusive group? No. Setup 4? No. Setup 4 is free. Go to my website. Click the free webinar and it says reveals how to use setup 4. That's free. You can have a look at that, no problem. Can we get the journal? Yes, you can get the journal by typing !journal in YouTube chat or going to my free Discord. Remember, I will never DM you in my free Discord. Going to resources and taking it from here, Tradesharpe stream journal. Can we have a video about learning how GJ market flows? It's not about that, man. It's more about the small differences that we adapt. And also the main reason you stick to one pair is you don't want to have 6 pairs in one session. Which trade are you going to take? How will you manage risk? Not hashtag journal, ! journal. Any updates on Lovejeet? Need to message him. Jizo, he's been in chat sometimes. Haven't seen him in YouTube chat for a while. Looking for something like this? Yeah, I think we could also buy above here, right? We could also buy above here. That's what I'm looking at as well. Yeah, buys back inside the range, I do agree with. Harry, were you bad for going on your phone a lot before streaming when at the charts? What do you mean by going on my phone a lot? Getting distracted? Literally, when I wasn't streaming, I'd set alerts. I'll go do whatever I want. Watch YouTube videos. Doesn't matter. I'll just watch it when, you know, depends how boring the session would be. It all depends on what the session is doing and how boring it was. Like it won't distract you as long as you're locked in when you do your analysis and everything, you know? Have to be locked in when all of that stuff is coming. Hopefully we don't push too much more, so we have range to trade towards the upside here. I'd like to take buys back inside this range, so hopefully we don't push too much more. Otherwise we'll have small range here, which is not the best, right? So yeah, this would be perfect if we close somewhere here in 6 minutes. It's asking for a lot, but it's what we gotta work with. Is there a setup 2 on gold? Almost. In 6 minutes there could be. Bentley, I told you to relax, brother. I told you to relax. You're trying to rush too much. People answered that question for you in the group. You didn't read their answer. Relax. Watch the WAP content. Go bit by bit. It's day 1, bro. You're trying to run before you can walk. There's no rush. There's no rush. Hey Lorgine, hope you're well. Still on holiday? Nice, nice. Look quite nice the way you're staying. Looks very nice. Vacation house, very nice. Harry, which Rolex you have? Wimbledon. That's one of my favorites. Rolex or AP, which one would you choose? Actually, you know, build quality of Rolexes are better than AP. I do like APs though. It's hard to choose. If this candle closes bullish, is it a setup 2? Yes, it would be setup 2 on 30 minute. Fake out back inside of the 4-hour range. Potential opportunity for buys. We'd have to see though. Still a little bit riskier because 1 hour will be closing bearish. What is BE? BE stands for break even. It means when you close the trade at your entry, so you don't lose anything. Maximum you'll lose is a commission, 1 pip, maybe with spread and stuff, but it's not going to hurt you long term. It's not going to hurt you long term. The buys will be a little bit riskier here, but I think it's a shot though. It definitely is a shot. Maybe 0.75 risk or something end of month here. Yeah, potentially break of this 30-minute high. Stop loss would go below the 15. How big is stop here? Around 24 pip stop. Break even at this 15. Let's see if we can get a bottom wick here in 15 seconds. Yeah, bottom wick, and we'll see if we can break the high after a bottom wick. It's a good close. Yeah, once we break the high here, gonna give this a shot. Stop loss below 15 minute. Gonna break even at the spot to get towards the upside. That's the plan here. No top wick on this candle. Minute setup 2. Everything closed back inside the range above the 4 hour. 5 minute support above the 4 hour. 1 hour as well closed back inside the range. Depending on your month, you can go 1%, 0.75. It's just a little bit risky inside of the range. It is a bit choppy here, but hopefully London volume does some business here. This can be considered fake out and continue towards the upside. Have we taken a position? Looking at one right now. See if this candle can flip though. Where would you put SL? As I said, will be below a 15. What risk you use? For me on this one, I'm gonna go 0.75 risk. End of month, I'm kind of in profit preservation mode. End of month. B887. B at 357. If this flips, it might be fast, so you guys have to be aware, huh? Alright. There we go. That broke the high for me. So got triggered into that. Stop loss below here. TP looking for something here. Break even point will be somewhere here. Yeah, that's the position. So let's see how it goes. Barely broke it on my broker, but still triggered me though. Still triggered me. Just below that 15 support where I put stops. B point will be here. Give me a sec, guys. I'll just go toilet, come back. Did that break the high on your guys' broker? It did, it did? Okay, good. I'll watch 5 minute. Honestly, if it fails to break high in a TOV, what's TOV? Time of volume. Yeah, we'll have to see here. Maybe should I give it a pip above the high? It was quite close to the high. Temple of Vampire. Goals usually don't. Let's see. Why is your SL too high? It's not too high. I think it's in a good spot personally. See how this 5 minute candle is looking here. Hopefully this 5 minute candle does not close back below the 4 hour support. Not good for the 5 minute candle to close back below the 4 hour support. This broke it by very little here, man. This broke it by very little but triggered me. This is too small normally. This is like literally a less than a pip here. Normally I like to go a pip above the high. Proper broker on broker. Yeah. Will be interesting if this is a double fake out, like we fake out back inside the range and then fake out back down towards the range. I'd be interested to see if that happens, especially with 1 hour closing back inside of the range. It broke with some nice volume at the time, then rejected. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's good, man. That's a good break on Claudio Broker. Hopefully it can respect this support. It's very close to our stop loss, but that's our next line of defense is this support. So we'll have to literally, it'll have to respect it perfectly here. Otherwise we'll be stopped, and I'm not going to drag stop lower, as otherwise I'm going to be risking too much. So I really don't want to drag stop lower here. Have around 26 pip stop here. Literally just below the 15-minute support. What's your thoughts on dollar cost averaging? Not in a position like this. I think that's more better in investing. That's more better in investing. Fortunately, you must fill these LTAs. What's this on? Oh, 1 minute. Yeah, I think we've already filled it. Has to respect it now. Since I'm in 0.75 risk, I'm going to let it hit full stop loss. I'm not going to manage this position unless something changes for me to have an opportunity to manage. Otherwise, I'm going to leave this position fully here. Right? So unless something changes where I get an opportunity to manage, otherwise I'm going to leave this position fully. So yeah, on my broker, I put stop loss basically right here. But that's 27 pips from my entry. Literally below that 5 support. Hopefully the 15 can close above the 4-hour support. That would be ideal. That's what I next want to see here. If the 15 can close above the 4-hour support, that would be good here because it would show us that we're still respecting 4-hour support. Alright, so we close below the 4-hour support. Not the best close, of course. Now our last line of defense is going to be this support here. If we break this support, then it's going to be game over. That's our last line of defense. You extended stops. For me, stops are around 28 pips. Can you give us exact value for stop loss? Look at it on your broker on the 5-minute, right below that 5-minute support on your broker. So my broker will be different than yours, but it's literally below that 5-minute support on your broker. At my entry, if it comes back to my entry, I might think about managing more risk and making this a 0.5% trade because we have the 15-minute closing bearish. So if we come back to my entry, I might close a little bit off my position to make this a little bit less risk. Then I don't care about it hitting SL because I'll lose very less. So I'm telling you that now so you guys can calculate and you know, you can look at it once it comes back to entry. If you're just not comfortable with the position, if it comes back to entry, you also have the option there to close. So make sure you're thinking about what you want to do with your position, what you want to do. It's all up to you. Alright, this is sitting at my entry now. If I start seeing it reject from my entry, I'm gonna consider here closing a little bit of my position, just to reduce risk, so I really don't care about it. So we'll see what it does. I might just wait for the 5-minute close though. I will wait for the 5-minute close first. Not the best close, respecting resistance here. No bottom wick on this 5 as well. Hopefully it pushes through here, and then if it comes back, I'll close some. Yeah, so if you didn't like the trade, that's your chance to get out at break even, of course. Ride that out. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna ride it. 0.75 risk, I'm not too worried. Yeah, I think I'm gonna ride it. 0.75 risk. But that was your chance to get out break even, like I said, if you don't want to trust the position here. That is your chance. So at least it gave you a chance to get out, right? It didn't even break the high. That's disgusting price action. Disgusting price action, not even to break the high. Do you trust by your own? I do trust by my own. I just don't like that the 15-minute candle closed below the 4-hour support. That's what makes me uncomfortable in this trade. Is 15-minute candle closed below the 4-hour support. That's normally a bad sign. I was expecting this trade not to close back below the 4-hour support. 5-minute created a nice support, but I'm very surprised we didn't break the high. That's just a little bit unlucky here. That's so unlucky that we don't re-break the highs here. Very rare do we see us not re-break the highs. 30 close will be interesting. Yeah, we need to survive 7 minutes here without heavy downside. What happened to my position? Do you guys see that? Okay, that's back. I closed my position at my entry instead of modifying it. Good, at least it's at your entry, right? That's what's important. Oh, coming down here. This 5 minute has to respect this support. We break these 5 minute lows here. I'm going to close half. I'm going to close half if we break these 5 minute lows. Let's see. Right? That's my plan. To close half if we break that. Right, is that clear, guys? Closing half if we re-break these lows here. All right, didn't break it on my broker. Don't be like him, he's losing, you wildest frog. Yeah, man, deal with it. All right, that broker on my broker. I took out half my position. So if this hits full TP, then I'll be basically a little bit in profit for the day. If not, then I'm going to be out for a little bit of a loss today. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see. So yeah, close half there. Now if the rest takes me out at SL, well, then at least I'm going to lose a little bit less than I accounted for. But no matter what happens now, I'll just have to let the rest ride. Alright, rest is coming to SL and ooh. Will I survive it? Probably not. Yeah, this looks like it's gonna hit SL already. Where did these guys come from? Yeah, that's definitely gonna hit my SL. Alright, SL tapped there. So I'm out of that position. SL got tapped. Unfortunate with that. So net loss here, let's see, compared to the lot size. So we managed at 20 pips here. I lost basically 0.65%, basically, yeah. 0.65. Yeah. Unfortunate with that one. Maybe I should have followed my original idea, right, of the sales below the range. I've lost 5k because of you. Well, if you're over risking, then you're gonna be in trouble here. But I've lost 0.6% here, so that's not too much, right? If we consider that as a risk percentage. Total net pips lost here is around 20 actually, because close half. This was setup 2 here at 11.15. That's it, guys. Shit happens, and that's how it is. Bro blames him, but the trades are shit. Then why? Okay, can I ask you a question though? If you're gonna really complain, why did you take the trade? Why did you take the trade? Let's be honest here, right? Why did you take the trade? Why did you take the trade? Give me a sec, bro. What's up? Yeah, I see it, bro. Move SL here. Yeah, that's fine. Close half at entry. Yeah. I really thought it would re-break the high and then we can close. You know? Yeah. I really thought, you know, I thought we could get above that high here, but that's just unlucky that we didn't re-break the highs to continue. That's what I was hoping. I've said, okay, I'm not going to close half because I'm only in 0.75% here, so I don't need to close that entry. And I was expecting us break the high, get a quick push. Now, if we got that quick push, then it came back. That's when I can close half. Right? I mean, literally, if I entered a little bit higher from my entry, I wouldn't have been entered into this. It's just super unlucky that we literally trigger us in and then it literally reverses from that exact point. That exact point. And that's the thing. I already had 50% out. I just closed the other half. Yeah, it's, I mean, there's nothing I can do about it. I mean, at this point here, yeah, I know there's a lot of haters that pop up, but at this point here, I don't know what I can tell you guys. If you guys have been watching the stream for over a year, oh wait, now my camera dies. If you guys have been watching the stream for over a year, you know how we trade, you know? You know how we trade. And Max has been here in the stream for a while and he's made money off the stream, so now he's trying to risk more. You know? That's what's happened. So he can let him continue hating. That's fine. That's fine. Camera froze? Yeah, I know. It did freeze. It's unfortunate. I was expecting this. This is a nice trade, fake out back in the range. Close above 4 hour, 5 minute support above 4 hour, break of high. Yeah, this is a good setup. I've actually taken this setup before. This is the, let's see the last time I've taken this setup on gold here. This is a similar setup here. Right? Close back above the 4 hour support. 15-minute candle. Close back above 4 hour support. That's it. Nothing I can do about that, to be honest. And the fact is I lost money here too, right? The amount of money I lost here, none of my services will pay for that. So just understand that. I like the trade. It's just really, this is a time where, you know, this is the time where we get a little bit unlucky, and when we come back to our entry, we literally don't break the high. Like, I was literally going to say, let us break the high. If it comes back, I'm gonna be done. Right? If it comes back, I'm gonna be done. How much was that, guys? How much was that? 1.3 pips. That's unfortunate, man. That's unfortunate. It didn't even tap the 1 minute resistance. Look, it didn't even tap the 1 minute resistance. I don't know why it rejects that. Yeah, now 30 minute is closing at support here. It's just choppy price action. I'm gonna lose in choppy price action for sure. Right? We're not seeing much happen. It's not going down, it's not going up. It went up and came down and went up. Not enough volume. It's just not making a decision, right? We're seeing it wants to go down now, it seems, but then it's still struggling. We'll have to see how this ends up. Now watch it pump back up. Yeah, we'll have to see what ends up happening here. We'll have to see. Small loss, big wins. It's okay. It's okay. I'll accept that. Yeah, man. How much did you lose on that trade? I lost $406 on that trade. You can see there, 406. 406. Let's see P&L, what we're doing for P&L here. Calling London fake out. I'm just surprised if this closed that resistance here, I would understand this. But this is why I had mixed bias today as well, right? This is why I had mixed bias today as well. Yeah, an original risk on this trade was around 500 something. So I've only saved on $100 on this here. Only saved on $100, so nothing crazy. Nothing crazy saving on $100. Let's check P&L for last week and this week. Yeah, nothing crazy, but ending the month with that loss, 3,000 profit. So it's not bad for 2 weeks. This month, let me see this month. Custom period. Last month, 4 of 30, no. We're in May, 1st of May. To May 30. Let's put that 30. Okay, not bad, not bad. Yeah, 400 won't damage that too much. I'll tell you that much. Won't damage it too much. Good night, man. Take care. Probably 8 a.m. Eastern. Catch you there, bro. You really won't fix your camera? Okay, I'll just turn my camera off. I don't have my... I need to plug in my other camera. There we go. Oh shit. Yeah, unfortunately, unlucky with that one. Let's say if I took my sells here, I wouldn't even been able to get into my sells today. If I FOMO'd in, break of the lows here, would have been break even maybe at this point here, especially at 5-minute support. Yeah, probably would have got stopped break even here. $500 risk original, yes, but I didn't say. I saved only a little bit on that trade, you know. Anyways, guys, you can't be this emotional about a loss. Really, guys, I think this is actually something I was thinking about the other day. I swear to God, I was thinking about this. A lot of you guys who watch this stream are a little bit spoiled because we don't take many losses. To have 20 losses on stream in a year, guys, in a year, 20 losses. You guys behind the screen take that in a week, right? Not a week, but maybe a month. You guys take 20 losses, right? So to have 20 losses in a year, right, is something that you guys are not going to be used to. You guys are going to be used to winning, right? You're going to be used to winning, and when I take a loss, you're not going to be very upset here. So I you know, it's something you have to get used to because I will lose, guys. I'm not a magician, I'm just a trader. That's it. You know? Did you manage to recover? No, I just took that loss and that was it. That was it. Like, please don't be, you know, full margining and stuff like that. I said very clearly to manage risk on this position. I even recommended 0.75. I didn't even go, you know. Ignore them, Harry. It was a loss, no problem. I just want people to see. How has your month been? I showed you the stats on well, I don't know, I showed you last 2 weeks. But it's been a good month, actually. Very, very good month. I think for a lot of people, this month's been good. First loss, proper loss on stream for a while, right? Last loss we took was beginning of the month here. And that's it, you know? So it's okay. It's okay. I'll take that. I'll take that. Can you explain why GJ price action and been ranging fake out since yesterday? Just lack of uncertainty, just uncertainty in the chart. Right, uncertainty on the chart. Now the shitty thing is there's no re-entry, right? So we can't even look. Re-entry will be something closing above here, so it will take some time. To take some time. So I'm gonna leave you guys with the plan here and charge my camera. So if price does close back above here, I quite like it still for buys. If not, then we will look for sells. At this point, sells are gonna make sense. Probably below these lows here. I think this range now is invalid with all these wicks. So I think probably look for sells below 2350, 597. Right below there will make more sense for sells. That's pretty much it, man. That's pretty much it. It's just one of these days. We'll move on and I'll wait for my next position. This changes not much for me. As I said, I'm in the same boat as you, right? And you have to treat this professionally because that is your job, right? Can't treat it emotionally, treat it professionally. You have an issue at work, you don't go and you know, cry. 2350. Yeah, and NY, yeah, that would probably be safer for sure. So appreciate everyone joining up. Thank you all. And yeah, just one of those days. Nothing we can do about it. And we keep our head high and we continue on to the next position here. So appreciate everyone. Take care, trade sharp, and hopefully catch you guys very, very soon. Peace. See you guys.